Hi, my name's Nat Ashby. I'm the Performance Manager in the Juniper Sport division, and we are Juniper Sport, which is the sports division of Juniper Training. We specialise in Level 3 study programmes, specifically the NCFE Level 3 in Sport, Coaching and Physical Activity that we run in a number of community football academies around the country. The core aims of Juniper Sport are to provide young people with the understanding, skills and experience of vocational training so that they can progress on after our courses and be productive members of society and get successful employment. The course is the NCFE Level 3 in Sport, Physical Activity and Coaching, and the aims of these courses are to give young people the skills and experiences in different vocational areas within sport so that they can progress on to either university, higher education, apprenticeships, further education and jobs in sport. Our intake dates are September and the courses run from September through till June. We have 3 different courses, so the 90 credit NCFE in Sport, which is the first year course, the 180 credit in Sport, which is the second year, and then the Level 3 Gym and PT course, which is the third year option. Day to day, learners will do full-time football training, also lessons, as well as work experience. Any learners need to resit their GCSEs, and there's also enrichment opportunities such as trips, visits, guest speakers, and personal development alongside the course as well. We work with a whole host of clubs around the country, as far north as Newcastle to as far south as Poole and Bournemouth. We also work with a range of clubs in the Midlands and around the London area. Once complete their first year of their course, they can progress on to the second year and then on to the third year, which is the PT course. We also have opportunities for learners to study higher education if they want to remain at the clubs and stay on and continue their education. Typically, learners will complete their 2 years and then progress on to either university, apprenticeships, jobs, and they get work experience at the clubs as well that they work at in terms of coaching, physio, fitness and well-being, that type of thing, and then they can progress into jobs at the clubs they work at there. A massive benefit of running our schemes at football clubs is that it not only brings in learners from the local community that can then progress on up the club and sort of play first team football, work at the clubs and form those community links, but it also brings in additional funding to clubs as well in terms of the education and just gives the club a kind of a wider reach within the local community.
In for the catch, claim it, drop it, shuffle across.
Students that are interested in sport should sign up to our courses because the courses offer a really wide range of practical and theoretical learning. So sports learners typically learn best by doing. So our courses are designed to allow learners to do as much as possible, apply as much theory into practice, both in the classroom and outside the classroom, and offer a really wide range of blended learning to set them up for a successful career after the course.
A couple down here, boys. My name's Aidan Kirby and I'm the head of academy here at Leicester and the head coach. These programmes are unique because the lads come in, they play full-time football, they're able to get back into the pro game, and alongside that they can put their education together with that to then go into universities, whether it's here, whether it's America, different jobs in sport, and it gives them an all-round provision of sport. Success stories here, there's a few obviously with UK universities, to Derby, to Birmingham, to Nottingham, to Leicester. We had a girl go to Loughborough last year. In terms of jobs, one of our members of staff now, Jake, he was a student on our programme and now he's able to go into full-time work. And then in terms of professional football, we've had lads sign here in the UK at teams like Derby, Colchester, and then we've also had lads sign abroad in Qatar, in Italy, in Lithuania. So there's lots of different ways that the boys can get back into professional football. It benefits football clubs, especially this one I can speak about, is because every year we get players into the first team and they're going into a semi-professional level. So it's giving them a chance to get into senior football and also the seniors to get youth players in and hopefully make them better.
My name's Jacob Clements. I'm the lead tutor at the sports site in Leicester for Juniper. The lessons involve a lot of theory and developing concepts, and once the students understand the different theories and what is involved, they will then place that understanding, those concepts, into a practical form, so then they'll go out and they'll demonstrate it, whether it's developing understanding of analysis, data analysis, performance profiling, and then they'll go out, they'll analyse performance in sport, a lot of the time using video and data analysis software to develop that understanding and demonstrate that understanding in a practical way.
First to 5! Or crossbow and then wins it.
The timetable day to day is a 2-hour lesson in the morning and then a 2-hour lesson in the afternoon, and in between they'll have a 2-hour physical activity session with the coaches training football before their games on a Wednesday. They'll have education with me on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and a Friday, and they'll have a 2-hour slot either in the morning or in the afternoon.
Come on then!
The way that assignments work here, largely it will be written assignment based. However, we try to change that up where possible, so there'll be presentations as well. Sometimes there'll be like interviews and practical assessments if it's sports analysis, for example. My second years at the minute are organising their own events, and they'll be demonstrating their delivery of that event this week. So they'll be doing foot golf and athletics, so sometimes it'll be practical as well. Some students may struggle with the written side of things, so when I can, we will have professional discussions and I'll ask them a series of questions in an interview format to support them speaking more audibly as opposed to actually writing. I think the difference between a football academy and a college is that at the football academy we are working together and we're training together, so we're more of a cohesive group and we develop positive relationships. It's a lot more like a family as opposed to just a working environment, so you're there for each other, you're talking and helping each other out, and I know a lot of peers when they struggle and they come up against adversities, they're there to support each other and have each other's back. So it's a lot much more of a safer, inclusive environment, I believe, than it would be at a college.
My name is Denzel Fizane, I'm 18 years old and I'm from Leicester. I am currently studying Level 3 NCFE Sport Physical Education. The main reason why I chose to study this course is because it gives me the option to do football and education. So I get the option to do football and maybe have a chance in making it, you know, a lifestyle. And then obviously the education side is like my plan B. So like I have a plan A and B, so I can do both if I want to. After this course, I'd like to maybe go into football more further. Obviously there's showcase games, there's like 20 scouts in different cities, and there's scholarship offers as well that comes in the education side as well. So obviously if I get my education done well, I can get a scholarship abroad, and obviously I can further go into university within this course as well. The best thing about the work experience is that it gives me a good idea of how coaching operates, of how the people that you work with are, and it gives me a range of things to think about, because I want to be a coach or if I want to just be like a trainer, you know what I mean? Like, it just gives me a good feeling of how it is. I think I find education here good, and I think it's good because it gives me a range of doing theory and practical within the classroom, so I can demonstrate the things I do, and then as well as writing it down on a document. So yeah, I think education is a really good one. And plus, it's a high standard here as well, distinctions and merits.